Salutations! Once again, we are gathered here to share some valuable information and sources that can provide a whole new opening to the whole new world of New Sweden. With me today, I have, of course, my esteemed colleague, Mr. Treasure Hunter himself, everyone.
Well, yes, indeed so. I'm here and I'm always in search of those valuable undiscovered sources of information and of ways to provide development for our conditions to maintain and live. Yes, I think so. You know what? There are many myths or reality pertaining to this New Sweden or Go Rambo objective. They are very different variants, but they all have one thing in common: solidarity. You bring the pieces of what you discover together, what you need to use, and it becomes something complete. I would say so. Well, what do you think? This newfound information.
Yes, it's quite a treasure, isn't it? I would say so. Yes, indeed. Well, very well. Let's move along. Rambo, as you may already be familiar with, along with Peter Koch and others, they were selected by Rambo's fellow Swedish settlers to greet their new governor, William Penn, when he arrived at Uppland, now Chester, in Pennsylvania, on 27th of October, 1682, I believe. Rambo was a witness to the Shakamation Treaty of 1682, derived not the term Sakamoshin, which means to make a chief or king place, referring to the residents of the Lenape Sashim, Sakima, on the Delaware River, which was signed between William Penn and Lenape Indians, whereby the latter referring land to former. And this treaty is manifested as a one belted with the Lenape Indians for the purchase of land west of the original boundaries of Philadelphia. And it has documented that in Swedish live 6 Swedish families, including Peter, also known as Peter Gunnarsson Ramberg, and they sold, just like Lenape, their land to the new English colonists. And this area is now part of the city of Philadelphia.
Indeed so. Wow. Amazing. And as you can see, I think in the background that I have here, this land is depicted in this map. The area of this land, which, if I may say, in enunciation, there was some trouble of finding and discovering, was called Otium. With very different descriptions. Otium in English indicates densely populated land. And the name was given to the territory of Hunton Indians. Yes, such as popularly known as Pocahontas. Seems to be a default, which seems to be a name of misrepresentations. The original original description, ma to oka.
Indeed so.
Indeed so.
There are
various
descriptions of as I
Okamek
was
noticed,
but they all seem to have,
as I maybe pronounce one more,
10 Okameka,
10 Okameka,
maybe one more,
and maybe one more,
10
10
Okameka.
Okamaka.
So you have 10 Okameka.
So you have 10 Okameka and 10 Okameka.
I hope I didn't ruin the pronunciation. But what you find is you keep hearing the word Okameka.
What is this?
Name? Is this a people?
Is this just a name? Is this a people? Well, it turns out that the Okameka
was particularly the
owners,
the territory holders
within the group of the Lenni clan
that in legal terms had jurisdiction
right of the area. That was
what became
New Sweden.
Interesting. And Mato Oka, which is the original name for Pocahontas, has the same variant
enunciation and spelling.
Mato Oka seems to carry a sense of sustainment and identification this expression. How do you see this? Mrs. Grenelle? Well, I do believe that there is a nice intonation to the wording, I would say. Yes. We should move on forward. If I may go into
the Okamic information.
Yes, go ahead. The stage is yours. Today there is a place
in the area of Virginia, I think, and it's called
Okamec
County, if I'm not mistaken.
And
in the 1600s, they were
whoever
was the authoritative figures of
were
many
descriptions of known as people. Sorry, comrade, if I may interrupt. White? You mean that they were painted with white color all over them? With paint all over? Well, what do you mean when you say white?
It seems that the meaning of
the
contention is
something like an
alluring look of the sky when there's some ship with clouds in the air or not in the air, we know it, above our heads,
as if you're
flying in the plane and you're in a cloud,
a white
cloud.
All right. Yes, I can accept that.
And as indicated that the Okamic would eventually start to allow their privilege for the settlers to begin to occupy the same status as any individual or inhabitant that was of the group. Quite interesting.
Yes, indeed. I would say so. The
Oka
is more
profound because the expression also is definitive of the mountain goddess if I'm not mistaken, in Scandinavian folklore. And Baltic. There's actually an area designated as Oka, I do believe, here in northern part of Sweden.
And sorry for interrupting. Would you say it's spelled with A, K, and E? Or how would you spell that area in Sweden? Today's Sweden.
Actually, it's spelled in its accentuation, and the lettering is. See, it is A, K, K, A. And this has been taken, as it's stated, derived from some language.
Oh my.
And it's depicting a mountain located in the Stora. Soldier Fatelet? I just destroyed the word. It's a national park in the northwestern Lapland in Sweden. It has supposedly 11 peaks in all, name dating back to Samai. Refers to a goddess of wisdom and beauty. Interesting.
Very, very interesting.
And it's that the Samana language designates the grandmother or the wise woman as Aka. Quite remarkable indeed finding.
Indeed. And this is also something you can find in the mythology of Finland, which is the neighbor country of today's Sweden. Isn't it so?
Indeed. Indeed.
I would like to continue with the red word itself, actually. I am sure there are more people out there who might be interested in these sorts of things, these sorts of matters that refers to the word Rambo, etc. You see, Rambo can be translated as raven's nest. Ram plus bo in today's Swedish. Actually, ram is an ancient Swedish word, but the word bo still is used in today's Sweden, I believe. So you have ram plus bo, raven's nest. And this is derived from Ramberg, the Raven Mountain, located on the island of Hisingen, which today is a part of Gothenburg or Göteborg. There you go.
Wow.
And you're welcome.
Foundness, indeed. By making the Ram, as we have gone over, or Rambo, is also a description of an edible food, an apple. Very luscious, very huge. It would take up my whole hand, I think. The Rambo apple is probably one of, if not the biggest.
You are talking about those sorts of animals that you can find in fairy tales, aren't you?
What a startling revelation, Lady Grenelle.
Yes, I believe it is.
With the idea of the Alchemech and the whites in Alchemech. This with the apple seems to be related. The folk tale. I really enjoyed it. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Interesting.
Most interesting.
In this tale, I believe, I think the origins was created by a group of men, or I'm not sure. I think they're actually siblings, related brothers, the Brothers Grimm.
Those brothers. Oh no, oh no. We seem to have 9 minutes left in this box, sort of. Whatever this box sort of thing is. Yes, let's be efficient. The Brothers Grimm.
The Brothers Grimm wrote the tale of Snow White and published it in 12. It was a good queen who was very sorrowful about not having a child. In one winter day, as she sits by an ebony-framed window, it's a very dark framed window, she pricks her finger while sewing, and a few drops of blood seem to fall on the snow. Oh! Said the queen to herself, I believe, if only I had a little girl, skin as white as snow, with lips red as blood and hair black as ebony. Quite interesting.
Yes, I remember the story. It's a very good story, actually. And later it was called Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
And it seems that the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs also relates to something, and we don't have enough time, but this is if not a cultural significance in the U.S., especially in the plains, with the plains people, the white bison women. Have you heard of this description, lady?
Well, I have heard about this description. I'm not an expert on it, but I have heard about it. And I would love to hear more.
Well, if I have enough time, I can just keep it concise and very quick. White buffalo or bison was supposed to be a sacred woman of supernatural origin, according to the Lakota and Dakota culture. A prophet. And oral traditions state that she brought 7 sacred rites. Almost like the 7 dwarfs.
Because each and every one of these 7 dwarfs represented an adjective, so to speak. You had sleepy, you had sneezy, you had
grumpy.
Yes, you had stressful, bashful. You had many different qualities of these dwarfs.
Astounding connections. I think I have found the most valuable resource that I've been looking for. This requires more investigation.
And I believe the best method is that we will come back to the matter in the future episode or gathering with all you wonderful friends of ours.
Absolutely.
But now we still have 5 minutes.
Hmm.
So let's make ourselves useful, shall we?
Yes, indeed.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of Indian Hannah? Have you?
I seem to be a bit aware about this. I may have mentioned before.
What about all of you out there in this box sort of thing?
It's a portal.
Well, Hannah Freeman. She was born on March 1731, and she lived until March 20th, 1800. Well, she was known as Indian Hannah. She was a Lenape healer, an artisan, and farmer who historically was to be the last surviving member of the Lenape in Chester County, Pennsylvania. Her death legitimized these land seizures by upholding William Penn's promise that the lands they belonged to the people until the last Lenape had abandoned them. Keep this in mind. Very imperative information. The declaration that Freeman was an ancient woman of the Delaware tribe and the only person of that description left among us was made in 1800 by her Quaker neighbors. Interesting. Once again.
Yes, I say so myself. Quakers. Indian Hannah. The Otium. And the white bison women or buffalo women all seems to be quite construed together in construction. This reminds me of one of the most enjoying times of my treasuring relaxations. Listening to music. And one of those songs, quite a few of them, depicts or relate to something, especially the buffalo women, the white buffalo or bison women, the Buffalo Gap.
Oh, yes. A very nice track, as you say.
Delightful indeed. Duck, 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 duck. I can sing some verses.
Two buffalo girls came running outside.
Duck, duck, duck. Maybe we can rewrite the song in the name of Malcolm McLaren. May he rest in heaven.
That would be most enjoyable, I say. Either way, exactly here where we are located at the moment, here in the city of Göteborg, Gothenburg, is an area that is designated as yet Iron Square. And this was an industrial post used for weighing iron to be exported from the city's harbor during the 17th century. It is and was during the late 17th and early 18th centuries restructured into a large granite fountain called the Five Continents, the Världsdelarna. And this fountain includes sculptures featuring 5 bronzed, naked female statues representing the 5 continents: Africa, America, whereas she is adorned with a feather that is forming a headband placed on her forehead, symbolically representing indigenous woman. whilst holding the Statue of Liberty in the palm of her hand. We have ancient Europe and Oceania, or however you say that.
Oceania.
Mhm. Now we don't have that much friends left, so we will have to say farewell for this time, my friends.
Mhm. Don't forget the magic expression. Go Rambo.
Go Rambo! Everybody with us? Go Rambo! Thank you all. And once again, go Rambo!
Indeed so.